faces, people rushing to wherever it is they're rushing to. But behind every one, there's a story to tell. And there isn't one more poignant than the one that for me evokes images of the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is a story about one girl's incredible will to survive against all the odds. A 13-year-old girl caught up in the underlying dramas of life on the street in the Nottinghill of the late 60s, 70s and 80s, and her decision to turn her life around and turn tragedy into something positive. This is Denise Watson's story. In your book, you come across as someone who had this incredible instinct to survive against all the odds. So my question is, what compelled you to write this book when you had all these devastating experiences?
Why I wrote the book is for today. You know, it's 20 years on from when I was taking drugs, and there's a lot more drugs on the streets now. And it's not just pills or alcohol that their parents are suffering from, through lack of money, stress, whatever. And these kids, they've got no one to turn to. They've got nowhere to go to get a hot meal. They've got no one to help them out and show them that there is another way, there's a different way. You know, even because you're born in the ghetto, don't mean you've got to stay in the ghetto, don't mean you've got to grow in the ghetto. You can step out and become whatever it is you want to become.
You know, what is the message you feel compelled to put across children in 2003, drugs, sex and guns?
Well, the children that are growing up in these surroundings and situations, they're finding themselves, they have no value on their lives, on sex, on the way they hurt each other. They carry guns that can take people's lives. I mean, when we were young, we used to carry knives, but the way how we used to carry knives, they're carrying guns nowadays, and they're killing each other. The girls, they're having babies at 14 and 15, you know, or they're aborting them. By the time they're 17, they've had 5 abortions. You know, they've got no value on life.
What was the turning point for you that led to you wanting another life other than the one that you were led into?
Well, I suppose when my mum died, it kind of shook me up a little bit, and it made me look at life and know that that's not what I wanted out of my life, you know. I wanted more, you know, and so I strived to get it. And if you really want something and you try hard enough, you can succeed and get that, no matter where you're born or where you come from or what anyone wants to tell you. But as long as there's someone to stand up and say, yeah, they'll help you, they'll give you a helping hand.
Denise, what plans do you have for the future?
Yeah, what I plan to do in the future is maybe go to schools and talk to, you know, 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and maybe, you know, that come from estates, and, you know, and maybe open a little house in Ladbroke Road somewhere where the kids can come and maybe just get a hot meal, someone to talk to. You know, maybe if they ain't got nowhere to stay, we can find a hostel for them, help them fill out applications, whatever. Just someone that can be there for them, you know? Round the way where I live, things are really dim. Half of us we're trying to get out, and the rest they're trying to get in. Some of my friends are dying because they're smoking crack. By the time you're hooked on that, they think there ain't no turning back. Some of the time I take a walk and look along the street. All I see is sad, lost, lonely people trying to find their feet. Some are stronger than others, so they might make it through. That seems to be their mother, brother, and their sister too. Half of them don't realise it will kill them in the end. other day, my friend, they say, fell down in the street. She died, they say, on that day, and I'm born baby too. Who's to blame? Practice name, but we don't feel no shame. Cocaine.
Don't try to fool me. Don't try to fool me. Just let me say thank you. Regeneration. Regenerate. Thank you. Yeah. Regenerate seems like white, you know, for me. Because most of the black people that are here, they're gone. We don't know where they are. The house we trust them, hold them, put them in some country place, and the young is back. So if they are regenerating the place, they are not regenerating for us.
Their achievement of regeneration is to wipe out our generation and push the people that they're really after underground even further, so they will never really be able to get them. And the youths that need help don't get the help that they need because they're so busy regenerating in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying?
The TRUELIFE and the no community here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the last bit of our community. Yeah, and where will we move to?
My mama had them, and my mother had them, and people never